My parents have to take me to the hospital.
You know how to react to the asthma attack, but do you know how to prevent them? Do you know things like shower curtains, a blanket, even a teddy bear can trigger your child's asthma attack? Avoid your child's asthma attack by calling 1
Whoops.
and learn more about the ways that you can
It's okay.
because even one attack is one too many.
No, but she knows it.
There you go.
Oh my.
No water.
A public service message brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
That's us. It's fast.
The following program is brought to you by the New York Veterans Police Association and StreetWise Productions, who are solely responsible for its content. The views expressed are not necessarily those of the staff, management, or owners of WGBB. You're listening to the station that serves your community, 1240 WGBB. Now it's time for StreetWise with your host, former Chief of the NYC Sheriff's Department, former CH Chief of Police, former Corrections Officer, and retired NYPD Detective, Mr. Lou Telano.
Good evening and welcome back to Streetwise. As advertised, my guest tonight, singer, songwriter, she's working on a third solo release. She's a multi-instrumental musician. Her song, Renew, was chosen on the national TV show Dance Moms, which has 2.8 million viewers. And she got herself, I think, 600,000 hits in one of her latest songs that she's done. I want to welcome, how can I say this? She's very French, very American, and she's a great singer. I want to welcome to the show, LiLi Roquelin.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Oh, no, it's good. Did I pronounce your last name
Oh, it was
correctly?
perfect. It was very nice.
Oh, good, because you know some of the guests here, my Italian friends, they talk about where they come from. They say I come from Brooklyn. You are Roquelin, so
There you go, it's
so it
perfect.
wasn't too hard. Okay, now that's a great song that you did, and I think on a show like that, which is very popular, it's a national show, and I think they use that in their last, I think, dance recital or something like that.
Yeah, actually, I had one song on which is Renew on season 1, and another song which is Keep This For You on season 2, and so they were used for a group routine, like a dance choreography, and so it was a feature, and it brought a lot of attention to my music, which was really cool. So yeah, and I think this was my first mainstream TV placement and feature, but I've also had, you know, smaller documentaries and, you know, little videos, placements where I had my music on too.
Right.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm really excited. I hope to get more.
Well, you got plenty of hits just on your just music
Yeah.
alone, and it's a great viewing audience on that show.
Mhm.
But they also did, I think they choreographed the routine based on that song, correct?
I don't know exactly how they do that,
Oh.
but they usually look for a certain theme, and I think the choreographer just really liked my music, and it really inspires her, and I think she does great art herself, and it's just a perfect match, and it's just beautiful. I really, the artistic, you know, dance
Right.
and all that, and I don't know. I think it's very like emotional too, and so yeah, I really like it.
Good. Now you talked about TV. You done some other stuff on TV before?
On the national TV,
Right.
and I haven't had my music used, but I did have one of my songs, like I Saw You, which was on a documentary,
Right.
like more like a film DVD. It was called Attack of La Niña. It's like a ski movie. I know it sounds funny, but the good thing with that is that they actually toured the world, you know, screening the movie, and then people were just downloading or looking for the song as
Right.
a soundtrack, so it wasn't the soundtrack of that. So that was another cool, you know, thing that brought attention.
Right. But
Yeah.
the song we knew went viral on the YouTube.
Yeah, actually
Right.
it did. Yeah, it
So-
totally did. It was crazy. Yeah, it's all the kids, you know, they like upload it and stuff, and yeah, and it's just cute because it's a lot of them. It's like little girls and just like the dance show and stuff.
Right.
So
But
they're
now
cute.
the music that you do and you write,
Mhm.
what type of, I guess, singer would you say you are in today's world?
You mean comparing me to somebody
Well,
else?
not comparing, like, well, it's not rap, it's not rock and roll, it's not.
Yeah, it's actually like a mix of genres. So I call it more like alternative pop because it mixes, kind of, it's very emotional. I do have some ballads music, and then I
Right.
have some like trip hop type of music. On the new album, which is a bit different than the others, I have some rock songs. So it's called Beautiful Sun.
Is the name of the new album.
Yeah, and yeah, there's all kind of like music. There's even a song that's a little bit like jazz and blues. So it's a little bit that, I don't know,
Well,
variety.
that never dies out, jazz and blues is.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of feel that, it's a great place to write, song with emotion, like blues type of influence. So, yeah.
I gotta ask you the famous question. What made you want to become a singer, entertainer?
Well, I started to sing at first, and I was singing with like rock bands. At first, I started very young. I was like 14, and I had 2 American bands, like rock bands, before I went solo. So, and I was just just a singer, and co-writer with those original rock bands. And then when I went solo, I kind of wanted to have an instrument, so that I was independent to perform. And I picked the piano, so I sing and I play the piano. And yeah, I really like the fact of being independent as a singer-songwriter. You just bring your instrument,
Right.
and you don't really need a band to perform. And yeah,
There were many popular top singers that started singing in a band.
yeah,
And then
that's
they
true.
went solo.
Mhm.
We talked about one, of course, we're gonna go way back.
Mhm.
We talked about one in particular, actually there were many of them, but I happen to like this person myself,
Mhm.
who sang with a band, Frank Sinatra, that's how he
Oh
started.
yeah, there you
and
go.
Then he went solo,
Mhm.
so when,
Thank
I could think of a lot of up-to-date modern singers that
Mhm. Mhm.
did as well.
Yeah, that works. You usually get to learn, and you get a lot of influences, working with different people. And then it's true that it can be a little bit difficult sometimes to have to deal with that many people in a band because you need to make everybody happy.
Right.
So it's like having 5 husbands sometimes. I mean, in a band with 5 boys. But anyway, and then it is nice to go solo. But on this album, I did work with musicians. Like I don't work only by myself.
On your new album.
Yeah, the previous albums I worked with maybe 1 or 2 different people, like the violin player and then the engineer, and it was mostly like samples and kind of like electronic trip hop kind of music. But this album, I wanted to go with still with that kind of like eerie and ethereal electronic vibe, but also having more of an organic sound. So I composed everything, and I hired different musicians to play the drums, bass, guitar, and cello. And so I really like the result. I think it's beautiful. Everybody should check it out.
Well, you just said something, you compose all your music.
Yes, I
Right.
do. Hmm.
And you write a lot of your songs.
Yes, I do. Mhm.
Where do you get the inspiration from?
So it's usually from emotions. I know I say this word a lot, and it's either emotions that I feel, maybe good or dark, it depends on my mood, and also other people's emotions that I'm going to, put into a song. Sometimes I tell them, I write about them. Sometimes I don't tell them. But yeah, this is how I write, and just things that move me, or I kind of like to use a little bit of a thought-provoking type of lyrics to kind of make people think or have a reaction a little bit.
Right. I think you have a little head start because people seem to like American people seem to like an accent. Somebody that comes here, Julio Iglesias, so, an example, right? You have a little accent, and French seems to be, especially females, seem to be synonymous with sexy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I hear, so they tell me.
Yeah, this I guess
so.
this is it's true. There's the femme fatale type of thing that they use.
Right.
I heard that. Yeah, I mean I appreciate it, and I think it's nice. I don't, I'm not gonna like. I work on that too.
Oh, okay. Well, you might not have to. It might be natural. How long you been in the USA?
Oh, I've been here for like almost 10 years.
Oh.
Yeah. I lived in Cleveland first, where I had all these like rock bands, and then I moved to New York and became a singer-songwriter and all that.
Right. So this is it. This is, you're gonna be top singer soon.
Yeah.
Or I should say you are, especially with the, with the 600,000 hits
Yeah.
on YouTube. So, right. Let's talk about it. Your new album is called Beautiful Sun,
Yes.
right? And let's see some of the songs. I love the titles, and I just want to go with them like a feather. Beautiful Sun, Thank You, Try to Remember, The Only One, Don't Wait. Is that Bliss on My Soul?
Bliss of My Soul.
I know,
Mhm.
that's curious.
It's a very
Moving?
people have said already in some of the reviews it's very haunting,
Haunting?
like kind of mysterious type of
Ah.
song. Mhm.
You gotta pronounce after Oh Brother, and of course I'm saying, I'm looking at this name and I'm saying, Oh Brother. How do I pronounce this? Natien Pas.
Oh, Nathan. That's on
Lovely.
Pallavi. Yes, the last track is actually Don't Wait, the
Right.
track 6, in French. So you get to have the song twice in English and in
And English
French
and
on the
French.
album.
Let's pronounce that again?
N'attends pas la vie.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna say it. The song above it is Oh Brother, now I can see that
Oh, brother.
with number 9. Why don't we play some of the songs
Mhm.
and Like a Feather, I like that name. Maybe we'll do Like a Feather now. Let's see.
Okay, sounds
Let's
great.
listen to the ones. You gotta listen to this. That's a beautiful song. You just,
Yeah.
like a feather. Are you playing the piano with this? Is that you in the
Yeah.
background?
Yes, it's me. So I also do all the programming on the album, like any little like electronic synth that's in the background,
Right.
or like little bit of some electronic beats on top of the drums. I program that. I have a home studio, so yeah, the piano is all the vocals, all the arrangements. Yeah, I did it. And this song is really interesting because it's actually about forgiveness.
Okay.
So it's that's why I wanted something light and kind of like uplifting, and so that's why it's kind of a little bit like a ballad, and I think it came out really good with the message of the song.
Uplifting.
Yeah, a little bit,
Would this
like,
be to me sound like a borderline, sort of a little romantic.
yeah, thank you.
That's what it sounds
Mhm.
like to me. So
Mhm.
it's great. Let's hear the whole. Let's hear the end of it. And we can still talk about what's going on.
Mhm.
So. What would you comparison would you make that's like a feather? What in life? Because that's what I think you're doing. Pretty much your emotions.
Yeah, do you mean comparison?
Yeah, we say like a feather.
Yeah.
Is love like a feather? Is romance like a feather?
No, I think my message in there was
Right.
that you should not, I don't know, I think that people should not hold grudges
Oh.
against people or themselves or anything in life, because it just makes you heavy and feel like, grumpy or all the time.
You're right.
And if you just release that and forgive people, I think forgiveness, you don't really do it for others, do it for yourself. Anything you do, you should try. I mean, anything we do in general is to feel happy. Even if
Right.
we help somebody else to feel happy, it's just that energy. And yes, so it's just about feeling light when you get rid of this kind of like negative grudges against people. So like it should just feel like a feather. Yeah, that's
Well,
what
because
it's
life is
about.
too short.
Yeah, exactly. You should
Yeah.
know, spend your time on that kind of stuff.
Yes, and you waste a lot of
Like,
time and energy being angry.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's not good for you. It's not good for your body too. You know.
Right, I can see this is a, well, you know, it's like a romantic song, I think. That's what it
It's fun.
sounds
Thank you.
like to me. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful song. So, how did you, now you wrote this song,
Mhm.
correct?
Yeah.
Based on what, something personal in your life, or just on personal in somebody else's life?
Yeah, I get these kind of like awakenings as I just grow spiritually, or you know, with my mental awareness or whatever. And I think I noticed at several things. I think a lot of writers do that. Maybe even if you're a writer for a movie or you write books, I think we're inspired by things. We just notice things
Yes.
around us, and I started to notice even me just forgiving for personal things in my life, or I started to notice others forgiving others, other people for, and I just started to notice in general the effect that forgiveness can have, on you, on your life. And so, yeah, I just wrote the song. That's how I usually write.
Right, now, music helps,
Mhm.
yeah, it's people who have problems,
Yes.
and I noticed that in life, you put the music on the radio if you have a bad day or something, or when you're in your car, when you're thinking about something, as soon as you put the music on, it just changes your whole feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's like if you had movie music, I'm sorry.
Right.
If you have a movie without music, it's just
Mm.
like a life without music. That music is a soundtrack to your life. You
Right.
always remember of a song. When you hear a song, it's always you're gonna have memories
Correct.
of that time when you listen to that song. And
Yes.
yeah.
So, yeah, songs can always relate to something.
Yes,
It brings-
exactly.
It brings back, hopefully, well, it usually brings back, I would think, nice memories,
Yes.
it seems like.
Yeah,
know?
usually that's what music does. Yeah.
I saw the album that you've done, I like, many of them are great, but in particular, I think